Swex.
Getting old. Unbelievable.
What grace, what style.
Be on your way.
Oh! Hey!
Fancy a hop back to my place? Mmm. Oh, that one's so pretty, but he can't keep his hands off himself. Greetings.
Black ones, Redanians, as long as they pay and don't hit.
With you? Not for all the gold in Novigrad.
Is there a land where I might find more of your kind?
Begone, or I'll inform the hunters you're a non-human.
White Wolf, welcome to the Passiflora. Oh, no sign of recognition in your eyes?
Greetings,
Don't fret. I'm sure I look quite different from when we last saw each other.
which was...
Oh, eons ago. You and Master Dandelion appeared, two halflings in tow. What a smash they were, the little chaps. We recount that night to this day.
So the, staff hasn't changed since then?
Oh, of course it has. It does so incessantly in this business. Burly Berthy married a merchant, Ella struck out on her own, and you'll likely find Cerise praying at the temple. I alone remain. So, shall I summon the girls? Just remember, this is a decent establishment. Pause to yourself to start with. And our girls are well-mannered. The range of subjects they discuss in detail, I myself find it daunting.
Any girl in particular you'd recommend?
You'd like Narcissa? Perhaps not the prettiest, but she's by far the most inventive. And as my dearly departed mother would say, the fun's not in the face.
I'd love to meet the rising generation of Passiflora buds.
Can I help somehow?
Could it be?
Actually, I'd just like to buy something. Take care now.
Quite the smile. Like a raw wound.
Black ones, Redanians, long as they pay.
Welcome, sir. Viking, what is it you wish?
You're an elf.
Easily recognized. I'm proud of it. Never thought to conceal it in any way.
From what I know, elves in Novigrad aren't exactly treated in a civil manner.
That's putting it lightly. But this is not the place to discuss that. You've come seeking pleasure, not to hear complaints.
Take care of yourself. Might be back.
Black ones, Redanians, long as they pay and don't hit.
Got an itch needs scratching?
Oh, that's bad luck.
How are you keeping, Bobby? Miss your Zoltan, you old bird? What's this? Haven't even drunk her water? Naughty. Ah, you're back! You met Poppy? She ought to start talking any day now.
Zoltan, venture to say a mage would have trouble turning that owl into a parrot.
Sure you know me that well? Mark my words, she'll be playing Gwent with us in no time. But we were to talk about Dandelion. So, how'd you do? Learn much?
Women on my list hadn't seen Dandelion in a while. All claimed he had been acting strange. Also mentioned he'd been seeing someone else. Thing is, Mystery Woman wasn't on my list.
What's she supposedly like, this lass?
Blonde, from Kovir. A Troberitz, apparently, named Kalanetta or something like that.
That makes it clear as crystal. It's Priscilla. Aye. Must be her.
Who's this Priscilla?
A Troberitz, like you said. Quite popular of late. Picks up Dandelion with a pair of tits and you've got the general idea.
Interesting image. So how'd Dandelion handle meeting his female double?
I think he fell in love.
What can I say? Could be he finally met his match.
She's his match, all right. Maybe more. The laddie's head's on fire. Lassie's got him whirling.
All right. Guess we gotta talk to her.
Priscilla works for the Mummers troupe. Reynard and the Foxen. Whenever they're in town, she performs nightly at the Kingfisher.
Mean we've been sentenced to an evening of poetry?
Must you always? This'll be true poetry, Geralt. You'll see.
Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Corrine Tilly, an Oniromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Corrine Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
Looking to make some coin too. The thinking customer will see right around the best deals this side of the pond.
I
don't pay taxes just to have that sort wandering the city.
Baths are in Silverton. I highly recommend you visit.
Well, well, look who's here. The White Wolf himself in my humble establishment. How can I be of service?
I need coin. Guess I have to take out a loan?
Of course, I'll arrange it right away.
Just like that?
Lady Yennefer of Vengerberd long ago declared herself your guarantor, were these circumstances ever to arise. Besides, we tried and true methods for collecting debts. How can I...
How's business?
Really? That's the best you got? That's like asking a fisherman if they're biting, or an old gran about her health. Business is booming. There's profit to be made from war, provided you've the know-how. Before Nilfgaard had even crossed the Pontar, I'd contracted for insured deliveries of wood and iron from Kovir, reaped a 7-fold return on my investment.
Nice.
So you might think. But then there's the non-human poll tax, the church's tithe, war taxes, and my overhead. Subtract all that and you're left with a pittance. A dozen or so chests, and no more.
Got some coin I'd like to convert into crowns.
You've come to the right place. A better The eternal fire.
Wanna dip your dingle?
A witcher? Oh, hear about the notice by chance?
Not quite, but what's it about? I hear right you're going on some voyage, need a companion.
Not just some voyage. Cross the sea. Mark this. When I got pressed into the infantry in 1242, I promised my beloved Let I'd return alive, whole, and with a pearl from Skellige. Not just any pearl either. A black one. The rarest and most precious.
Well, well. Ambitious.
Perhaps. But they were empty words. I came from the war. That one and the next. But I never fulfilled my promise. High time to change that. For if not now, then when? Thing is, I've grown old in the meantime, as you see. Can't manage it alone, need a strong shoulder to lean on. And a witcher's shoulder's as strong as they come. So, what do you say?
Plan's crazier than it is sane, but there's an irresistible charm to it. Offer me some pay and I'll help you out.
Don't you fret about coin. I brought home a good deal of it from various fronts. Say we meet in Skellige, by the collapsed bridge near Arenbjorn. It's but a hop away from the bed where black pearls are born. Will that work for you?
Sounds fine. See you there.
don't know who you're looking for, but you won't find him out. Buy tomorrow what you can buy today.
It's not your lucky day.
Doing exactly what? It's a shite idea to crave my...
Well, well, another freak.
Best deal around. One for the price of two. Let us pray.
My strength's gone.
Sick of it all. The thinking customer will see right away. Come closer, don't be shy. You'll find I've everything you could ever need.
Pointed braids.
But I didn't want my hair pulled.
Can't have one without the other.
Then I don't want 'em.
Witcher? Witcher?
Kareen, look who's come.
Live here together now? Didn't know.
Once you told me Sarah had been responsible for my nightmares, I decided to see if the devil's as scary as they paint him. Or her. I came in to find not a fiend, but our little Sarah. And I can't say why, but we took a liking to one another immediately.
Long ago, to isolate themselves from a world of beasts, humans began building cities. But since beasts prowl within stone walls as well as they do outside them, this did not allay human fears. The truth is, walls guarantee no one's safety. The place where you lock yourself in and lock all else out, that's not your home. Your home is sometimes a place you travel long and far to find.
Good to scare you.
Yes?
Letting such miscreants into the city.
Come on.
Power of the eternal fire. Come on, good folk, come. All right. We'll play those dead. Youth these days, hair-brained all of them.
That's it, Roach. Dwarven moonshine. Nothing stinks quite like it. There's the bottle. Muggs was attacked here.
I serve the eternal fire.
So the plum under your eye, who gave you that?
Redanian soldiers. Killed fucking thieves, every last one.
Shh! Before someone hears you.
I'd been to the distillery, was riding back to town, had everything. A pass, a permit, tariffs paid. Those damned soldiers stopped me. Said I had to requisition my vodka. The war effort, they said. So I asked them, since when is getting pissed part of the war effort?
Can't polish a turd. What do you want?
My uncle's in the circus because he can swallow swords. Can you?
Long live, etc., etc. I feel like puking after that swill in the canteen.
Hand over the documents, thief.
Me? A thief? I won him straight, I did, in a game of cards.
Not how Mugg sees it. Claims he was mugged.
He lost, demanded them papers back, and when I refused, he walloped me over the noggin with a bottle. Barely escaped with me life.
Played cards for them once. Care to play again? You're clearly in the middle of a lucky streak. Could very well continue.
You might be right. Let's play.
You win.
Sure did. Still got the tat.
Listen, it's like this. Either give me the papers, or I'll take them from you.
You think I'd frighten that easy? Oh! Stop! You fucking bag. Enough. Enough. I'll give you the damn papers. Take them.
You're grey like my grandmother.
There must be order.
Well?
Found the thief who took your documents.
Can't be. Let's go get him. You can hold him while I take what's mine.
Slow down. See, this man said he never attacked you. Said you lost to him at cards.
Ah, cheeky bastard. But like me Aunt Rosalie always said, lies got but wee legs and don't run far. The documents belong to my employer. A deed to a townhouse in Vengerberg. And true enough, I'd been drinking. Got a bit carried away. I lost them in a game of cards.
Then you whacked the winner on the head with a bottle.
What was it to do? You weren't willing to give him back. When the scoundrel drew a weapon, I fled. But without them papers, I haven't the gumption to show me face at home.
Here, now pay up.
Of course I will. Give you all I've left. Wouldn't have it any other way.
You're a fierce one.
Waste of grace.
Move it!
Now you... Your blades. Why not at your waist like everyone else?
My mum don't let me talk to strangers. My uncle's in the circus because he can swallow swords. Can you?
Armed ruffians in town. Scandalous.
Well, well, another freak.
Ah, here already. Come on, let's find some arse rests. Should start soon.
These scars long have yearned for your tender caress, to bind our fortunes. Damn what the stars own. Rend my heart open, then your love profess, a winding, weaving fate to which we both atone. You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet, to dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. The wolf I will follow into the storm, to find your heart, its passion displaced by our ever-growing, hardening into stone. Amidst the cold, to hold you in a heated embrace, you flee. my dream come the morning. Your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted, stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. I know not if fate would have us live as one, or if by love's blind chance we've been bound. The wish I whispered when it all began, did it forge a love you might never have found? You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted, stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep.
I know him! 'Twas him murdered some Temerian boys back at White Orchard.
Silence, woman. We've come to hear music.
A murderer? There's a war on. Some die.
Oh, please, argue this out elsewhere.
Squabbles and rows again. And I was told this was a decent establishment.
If I know Geralt, he risked his noggin to save someone else's arse.
Save, you say? He murdered folk.
Don't let him provoke you.
There's the door. Settle this outside.
Come. I wish to listen to music. Music!
Cultural capital of the world? The fuck it is.
Permit me to introduce this here's Priscilla, known also as Calinetta. As lovely as she is talented. And this
is Geralt of Rivia, I know. Dandelion's told me a great deal about you, and I've listened with bated breath. Don't be surprised. After all, doubt I could think of a more fitting subject for a ballad than a witch's love for a sorceress. Or should I say, sorceresses.
Seems Dandelion was meticulous in telling my story, down to personal and insignificant details. Did he offer anything about himself, like where he was going?
Splendid. Very funny, truly. So, see you later. Not here. Come with me.
There a reason for all this sneaking around?
An excellent one. When last I saw Dandelion, he told me he was planning a heist. Siggy Reuven's vault.
Sheepdip.
And I've not seen him since.
Let me guess. Attempted heist was a failure.
Well, he's not driven up in a gilded carriage laden with jewels, so I should think so. I've asked after him everywhere, but it seems an army of tongue-stealing cats has overrun the city. I learned only that he raised a ruckus at Whoreson Jr.'s lair. Then Whoreson's men chased him all over town.
Whoreson Jr. Doesn't ring a bell.
Biggest prick in Novigrad. Not literally, but...
Got it. You're not a fan. But what did he do to you?
Try the whole town. He's one of 4 bosses who control the city's underworld. The others being Siggy Reuven, Carlo the Cleaver Varese, and the King of Beggars.
A rascal. At least he didn't cross the church as well. Bring that venerable institution into it. We'd be in deep then.
Here I go again, rushing to Dandelion's rescue. He ought to pay me a salary.
Whoever he is, I sincerely doubt he's in the mood for jokes. Nor am I, in fact.
Relax, I'll get him out of this. Gotta talk to this Whoreson first. And Siggy Reuven. Know where I might find them?
I don't know about Whoreson, but Reuven runs a bathhouse. Careful, though. He's a dangerous character.
So am I.
I don't doubt it. But Dandelion's not. I beg you to hurry. Let me know as soon as you learn anything.
Well, I've got bug.
Geralt!
Tell me, you and Dandelion, how'd you meet?
At a poetry tourney in Ellender. Naturally, I'd already heard much about Master Dandelion. And it proved true. At first, I thought him a bloated, narcissistic buffoon.
Just at first.
Well, only cows don't change their minds. I changed mine when he came to congratulate me. Never expected he could lose so graciously. Dandelion can be irritating, I shan't deny it. Yet, I also know he can be fair and noble at times. Well, I very much doubt I could bear to have him around were it not so.
I see. I get it. Take care now.
So much work.
Did you hear the juicy bit from the last race
God.
day, the Vagel
A
Blast?
reaper's come
The
for me.
Kaviri Legate
You know,
wagered a
Mr.
whole
Wenger.
bundle of villagers and he
You don't,
lost.
soon will.
That's it, Roach.
Why? Don't even let you take a goat.
I say I'm curious.
Temple Guard lessons and you recently, did he?
Oh, I'm right.
Move on.
Thing I piss me.
Anybody there? Open up.
What's the fuss? The bathhouse is closed.
Need to talk to the owner. I know he's here.
I'm not sure that matters, as he's terribly busy.
Busy? With what?
Entertaining important guests.
In that case, tell him there's another one at the door. Geralt of Rivia. And I'm not leaving till I see him.
Very well, I shall try. Please wait.
Siggy Reuven cordially invites you to join him. I'm happy. The meeting is in the baths. We will pass through the dressing room so you can leave your clothes.
Let's go.
You may disrobe here. Your equipment will be safe. Splendid! Siggy Reuven awaits in the next room.
Hey, Whitehair. Nice bum you have.
You were right. He doesn't blush.
And Junior cut off his hand, then ordered him to shove it up the corpse's arse. And then he sent the body back, offering a hand extended
He's all like a
kiss.
horse.
Clear that you've not seen Reuven.
Horson got an invite,
Herberot.
chose not to come. I'll show you what
Does
he
it
thinks
look
of
back
us.
Easy, Cleaver. Orson Jr.'s a dead man. I'll have my scribe send you a notice.
You don't have a scribe. And we'll eliminate Junior when, and only when, all of us say aye. Reuven, your guest.
Why the fuck you let him in here?
Because I want to talk to him. This is Geralt of Rivia.
Good to see you again.
As always, I'm out of the swiving loop. Who the fuck are you?
Think I'll let your host introduce me.
He's a witcher. The very one who first foiled an attempt on Foltest's life, and then killed that monarch.
Allegedly. But I didn't kill Foltest. And hello to you too, Dijkstra, Reuven, whatever they call you these days.
Last we met, Geralt thrashed me silly and crushed my ankle. I really wonder what he's got in store this time.
Got intruders. Someone just snuck inside the bathhouse. Several men.
What the fuck's he on about? Ploughing fortune teller?
Assassins! Please, no! Ah!
Bloody hell. I fucking knew it.
Any weapons tucked away?
Just a few.
First ever Barney with my prick hanging out. Ah!
Listen, Orson Jr. sends his weekend.
Got it!
Good work, gents.
Terribly sorry for that incident. My security failed. I'll get to the bottom of who, why, and how.
They were Whoreson scum. That's the bottom of who and how right there.
Don't start that again. Especially not in front of our guest.
Who pranced in right before they attacked. Coincidence? Why do I doubt it?
Let's give him a chance to explain.
I'm looking for Whoreson Jr.
Interesting.
What do you want with him?
Junior's gonna help me find someone.
Horson's not helped a soul in all his miserable life.
I'll ask him nicely.
See, Cleaver? Perhaps if you'd not called Junior an uncle fucker and asked him nicely, he'd have showed up today.
Gentlemen, you out of your fucking minds? A chat session? Horson's out to get us, and he'll succeed, eventually. We've got to kill him first. So by all means, you sit here, soak, fart, and watch the bubbles rise, while I send my boys to Horson's hidey holes. They'll make some noise, flush the bugger out. And you, geriatric, or whatever your ploughing name is, want to find Horson? Find me first.
I need to find Horson. Now looks like I gotta get to him before Cleaver does.
Cleaver won't find him easy. Junior's good at hiding. He's got peasant smarts.
Look at the time. Good luck in your search, Witcher.
I'll call on you tomorrow, Francis. We'll finish our chat.
So how about we get dressed?
Sure. Then we'll talk. In private. Right mess that was. Never thought I'd be glad to see the man responsible for my taking frequent baths.
If you're any cleaner for it, gotta say it was worth breaking your ankle.
It healed poorly. Can you believe it? I must soak it in hot water at least 6 times a day now. Failing that, it bloody pounds like the bells of Beauclair at dawn.
Sorry to hear that.
You're sorry? Well, consider it resolved then. Now, mine showing some added compassion could mean a miraculous recovery to me.
Listen, Reuven. No, Dijkstra. Just not in the mood for your code names, passwords, and other bullshit. I'm here on specific business. If you want to listen, listen. If not, I'd rather you spared me your wit and threw me out now.
What's the harm? Talk.
Think Cleaver will find Horson?
He might not. But he'll burn down half the city trying. What waste? Leave him to it, I say. Work alone.
Any ideas?
Junior's got areas of the city where he's strong. Penetrate them, look around. But be discreet. None of this speed and fury and swinging your steel cock about.
Your partner's aware of your past? They know you're Sigismund Dijkstra, former head of Redanian intelligence?
Cleaver, Bedlam and Junior. Well, I'd call them my partners if we'd built a mill to grind flour for the folk of nearby hamlets. But we just need to stay out of each other's ways. Agree from time to time. That doesn't make us partners. Do they know who I am? Was. Bedlam, sure. The others most likely suspect. But we just don't talk about it. No need to.
Makes sense to ask around, I guess. Junior might be in hiding, but he's gotta be collecting income. Couldn't afford to cut himself off.
Gambling. That's his big earner. Junior controls the largest casino in town. I'll never forget. Hierarch Hemmelfart raised all kinds of hallowed hell there once. Bug a bet and lost his ruby ring. Then there's the arena in the city's bowels. Betting scheme generates near as much as the casino. They're always looking for hired muscle there. Suppose you could always search Horson's house. Though I doubt you'll find him there. Maybe some clue, though.
Arena sounds promising. Where's that?
Sewers beneath Gildorf. But you'll have to enter through the bits, endure the stench of poverty on the way. Now, Junior loves a good fight. Wager he'd give a lot to see a real Witcher in action.
Where's Junior's casino?
Near the Temple Watch Towers. Horson's got naught to do with the casino officially, so careful what you say. Try not to arouse any suspicions.
Mentioned Horson's got a house. Where is it?
Solid townhouse on Temple Isle, just on the other side of the bridge. Wouldn't wager me knickers on finding him there. Junior's not that stupid.
See if I can't find Whoreson at the casino or the arena. Might talk to Cleaver as well, though.
Do what you will. Just be cautious. Whoreson's expecting payback, I've no doubt.
Thanks for your help, Dijkstra.
Just go, Witcher. And if you can't find the slimy bastard, come and see me. I know him well. Might figure something out.
From Master Spy to Master Criminal. Interesting progression.
Why? Truth be told, they're awfully similar. Both about maintaining a net of informers, being tough in negotiations, bribing officials, the occasional assassination. Same old shit.
Yeah, except you used to do that in the name of some ideal. And now?
Now I've decided I've slaved enough for ideals. It's time I worked for myself. And thus far, it's been going rather well.
Listen, Dandelion's missing. Any idea what might have happened to him?
Same thing that happens to anyone who steps on Junior's toes.
Meaning?
He's surrounded by splendid virgins who ply him with sparkling wine and pastries stuffed with nightingales' tongues. Come, Geralt, what do you think's happened to him? I reckon he's at the bottom of the Pontar, trussed up with the strings of his own mandolin.
Loot.
Far as I'm concerned, he might as well be rotting down there with a goddamn trombone.
Seem a bit prickly. Something bothering you?
Sorry. I know I've been unbearable lately. But at my age, the menopause, what with hot flushes and violent mood swings?
Dijkstra, men don't get menopause. You know that, don't you?
Yes, you moron. I also know you don't actually give a shite about my problems. What do you want?
You got me. Need work. Thought you might throw some my way. Monster trouble, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Might be able to help me, in fact. And if you did, why then I might be inclined to ask after Dandelion. Establish what happened to him.
Maybe I can help. What do you need?
I'd rather show than tell. Picture's worth 1,000 words and all that tripe. Ah, and you do realize, if you say anything about what you see here to anyone, it'll mean a razor between your ribs.
Figured as much.
Excellent. One last request. Oh, let's call it what it is. A command. Don't draw your sword unless I ask you to. Be so kind as to follow me. Oh, Bart, not again. Bart, stop that, now.
Bart, mad. Bart makes Ziggy lose, Jonathan.
Beating your head against the wall won't change that.
Bart, her. Bart, less thinky. Bart, less thinky. But sadness.
Don't seem to have trouble communicating with the troll. Why'd you bring me down here?
Take note of that hole. We'll come back to it later. And see that door? Vault behind it, until recently filled with Novigrad crowns and countless other valuables.
But God! Then boom! Chorfun go!
Translating into common, someone fucking made off with nearly 20 tons of my gold, and all the lighter stuff. And you will help me get it back.
Fine. I'll help you.
You're not exactly bursting with enthusiasm.
Witcher mutations. They strip us of emotion. I'd be jumping for joy otherwise. All right. Ought to look around. But first, some questions.
I'm all ears.
Take it the thieves got in through the hole behind you.
You're a regular fucking master sleuth. Any other brilliant deductions you want confirmed? The year, maybe? Bloody name of Redania's king?
No, but I am wondering, for instance, how that hole got there.
Hole no. Boom. Hole. But look won't go. But look no. Only sleep. Bad shrooms. Head falls.
Bad mushrooms? What's that about?
Pop's mold. The spores are highly toxic. One whiff and you're dead. Unless you're a troll, that is.
Yes. But troll.
Not talking to you, dimwit. Where was I? Ah, mold spores. They cover the walls of the sewers other side of the vault. Actually thought it was a good thing, you know? A bit of extra protection. Thieves found a way through it.
Bart, you see them?
But through hole. Want see boom. Got what? Breathe. Shroom. Sleep go. Your phone gone. Bad troll.
Now. Stiff up a lip.
Boom. Can you elaborate?
Boom. Big. This like.
I'll elaborate. Explosion. Big enough to blow that fucking hole in the wall, separating the vault from the sewers.
Gotten pretty good at communicating with this troll.
Lots of prior experience. Worked with idiots my whole life.
Try to track down the thief yourself?
Of course. Hired this lummox, Fons. Thick enough not to ask questions. We knocked back some Pop's antidote and entered the sewers. Soon after, I returned alone.
What happened?
Lad started belching something horrendous. I mean, burps with so much mass the walls shook. Told him, Fons, stop. You're in the presence of a count. Well, former count, but still. And then he puked up. Up came most of the antidote. Lost his protection. Tried to pull him out. Then I heard a bubbling. Something crawled out of the water. I value the lives of my men, I do. But I value my own even more. Dropped Fons and ran like hell.
Mind describing this something that crawled out of the water?
No. Doesn't mean I can, though. Air in the sewer's thick with spores. Can hardly see a thing down there.
Must have noticed something. Was it...
No! Didn't notice a fucking thing. Didn't do a taxonomic field analysis either. I know it's an inconvenience to you, but I felt I should get the hell out of there as fast as I could.
Should look around the sewers. Got any more of that Pop's antidote?
I've a few vials left. Got the formula too. Disgusting swill, to be honest. But it'll save your life. Here.
Thanks.
You've naught to thank me for, literally. You're no good to me if you suffocate. Listen, I'll be upstairs if you need me. Sight of this empty vault's giving me an ulcer. Good luck to you.
Dandelion, what the hell have you gotten yourself into? Pipe's great. Explosion crumpled it like a piece of paper. And there's mortar on the bars. So it was in place at the time of the explosion. Blast tore it from the wall.